Right. Let's go to the top of this present nightmare. I think we're right about here.
I thought we saved... Yeah, you're right.
Right about here. So we're going to start at this... It's at Julius Homestead. We're going to start at the top of the homestead. And what do you mean Gretchen isn't Velma, right? We're going to start at the top of the homestead and see if we can kind of follow the conversational threads with Avery to try and convince Julian that he's not doing the right thing here. Reese's Johnny Bravo. That'd be hilarious. Okay. No, Bo could be Johnny Bravo. That'd make me happy.
The monkey.
There we go. All right.
Your vision finally focuses and your mind is once again your own. Avery watches you furtively from across the room. The man, Julius, holds a gun in a silent threat. Franklin clutches at a nasty wound in his side, blood spilling out on the dirt floor of the unfinished basement. And in the corner is Bo. Something is attached to him, the source of the awful noise. It stutters with pained inhalations. Bo is still breathing. He doesn't look well. The stone brought you here, and it stuck you in the middle of another nightmare.
And there's a stone. Yep, there's the stone itself. Petra, we can't get to you. The door is sealed shut. Even as she yells to you, her voice is faint, barely audible behind the now thickened roots and vines that block your escape.
Let's bring Petra up to speed, Julius. She looks a little shell-shocked. Where do I fucking begin? Alright.
We should try and kind of speed up a little bit.
You want to just burn through stuff?
Yeah. So the witch, I caught her doing some shit she shouldn't have been doing, and she offered me a deal if I kept it to myself.
Always wanted to raise a boy of my own. God never saw fit to give me the chance. She gave me the means to right that injustice.
Only it obviously didn't go quite the way it was. Go ahead.
It obviously didn't quite go the way it was supposed to. Calloway's interfered, just like always. Made it so I had to hatch him earlier than he was ready, and he came out hungry. Too hungry for me to handle. Trying to get at me, so I had to hole up down here. Been stuck since fucking Wednesday night. Damn roots won't let me leave, and they've clogged up the drains. I haven't been able to call that witch and get her to make things right. But I'm a man of preparedness. Figured I could wait it out. Until Bo here decided to trespass. Guess he lost a tussle with my boy. Two of them wound down here with me. That about sums it up. Guess in the end it's only fair. It's time for a son. Birthday never pretty. It's not like doing it the old-fashioned way, sunshine and roses.
It is not.
He winds up looking more like a person when he's done cooking. I do not give a shit about your story, Tremaine. None of that gives you a reason to shoot a cop. Depends. Castle doctrine.
Sure. All right. So, here we go. Explore Kenai. You said you've been down here since Wednesday. Why didn't you call anyone till now? Explore why should I care what happens here? I've just been dropped into the middle of a situation without any context. So none of this has anything to do with me. I shouldn't be here. Avery, I thought you were chill. Why the hell are you helping this guy? Avery, what the hell's going on down here? And then there's a whole bunch of the actual options, but we'll come on to that. We're going to start with Kenai. You said you've been down here since Wednesday. Why didn't you call anyone till now?
Because this was my business. You city people have no true concept of privacy, do you? I'm not so prideful, I cannot admit this particular situation got out of hand. Damn witch's fault. She knew this would happen. Although this was a long con to get me out of the picture. Bet anything. I only want to survive all this unscathed so I can rub it in her face.
Okay, so now we've got a lot of explore options. The most appealing to me is what the hell is going on down here. And there you go, Bubba.
We have a lad.
All right. You want to see if you can get him to turn around?
Hey,
Come here, sweetie. No. You gonna give Stream the butt? Very well. Let's try... I don't want to do this whole... I want to try this one. Avery, what the hell is going on down here?
Don't have to answer, kid. Don't need my business explained to every stranger who decides to pay me a visit. It's okay, Petra has been through a lot of stuff like this lately. She must be an expert at this point. So, Julius hatched a baby out of the pumpkin, the really big pumpkin. Probably saw it upstairs, and then he was stuck in the basement for a couple of days while it was upstairs crawling around looking for food, and then, fortunately, Bo showed up. All I heard was some yelling and crashing, then I wound up with this shit on my hands. So I called the kid to come try to help me sort it. That's me. Julius thought my plant expertise would come in handy. I'd say it's been that helpful, though. I feel like the baby is freaking out more than ever. Getting it out of Bo without killing him doesn't seem easy or possible. It would have been easier if everybody in town had decided to show up uninvited.
Okay. So now the next... Yeah, Julius, your kid is holding folks hostage. They need an explanation. When your problems take hostages, it stops being your own private business, which is why the next explore I want to take is, and why is Deputy Franklin shot?
All I did was walk in. Can't just walk into a man's house and expect to have the run of the place. You were getting ready to pull out your gun. I was defending myself.
Okay, so I don't like either of the remaining two explore options. They're whiny. So we have, this is so messed up. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Bo, can you hear me? Are you alive? You don't need to threaten anybody. Let's just talk, okay? Do you know how to contact her, the witch? You need to let Bo go. Please just let us go. We'll forget all about this. That's not going to help, because if I say that, he's going to say, fine, go, and he'll have Avery and Bo and the baby stay.
So I'm thinking either, do you know how to contact her, the witch?
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save now, because this is a good... I'm going to save on page 14. This is my good save. Okay. So I'm thinking maybe you don't need to threaten anybody. Let's just talk. Or, Bo, can you hear me? Are you alive?
Okay, sounds good. Let's...
I'm not going to ask about the witch.
Let's try for you don't need to threaten anybody. Let's just talk, because we've got to save right before this. I worry that this is a door slam, so let's find out.
Yeah. You don't need to threaten anybody. Let's just talk this out, okay?
Why would I need to do any talking? Way I see it, I'm the man with a gun and the guts to use it. How about we all just sit quietly until it's over, then we can all go home and nobody else has to get hurt. Except Bo. He's already dead, kid. My boy beat him fair and square. Best you see it that way. Listen, clearly, you need something. You woke up talking about the witch. You want to know where she is? I can tell you how to find her. None of you does anything stupid, then I'll tell you what I know. Sound fair?
Yeah. So it's two selections and then the situation intensifies.
Got more out of him this time. What, we're just supposed to wait here until the Calloway kid dies? That is exactly right. My kid gets born, we all forget this ever happened.
All right, so now we're in the explorer options. So he's perfectly content to let Bo die and let his kid live. And we have to work with Avery to convince him otherwise. Okay. So these are the dialogue options that are sounding good to me. And what exactly happens after this thing is finished? Do you think it's just going to be a normal kid? And how do you know it'll stop with Bo? It sounds like it was hunting you before it found him. What happens when it gets hungry again?
That's definitely done that one before.
Yeah, and I want to do it again. Is there really no way we could separate him from Bo? Maybe if we offered him something better? I don't like that option because it makes Avery want to volunteer.
But it also opens Julius up.
Because he doesn't want Avery to get... Okay, well, there's some options. Don't really care about the witch this time. The situation... Why do you even want a kid? Life's unfair to you, so what? You kill a man over it? I do like this. Maybe if we let Doc Kelly in here, she can help. We might be able to save Bo without killing your son. What is wrong with you? A lot! What kind of man lets another man make his sacrifices for him? He responded well to that one time. Have you thought about what happens after this, Julius? The sheriff's dead? I like that one too.
Is there a way to potentially wire those two together so we realize he's fucked? So the best he can do is sacrifice himself to bring the awful, awful pumpkin child to life.
Yeah. I think we should start here.
Yeah.
Have you thought about what happens after this, Julius? The sheriff is dead.
Should have disarmed that trap. I knew it. I just didn't think anybody else would be coming. Blame yourself, kid. The sheriff knew better. So none of these boys ever come around here. They know they might be a match. But to answer that thinly veiled threat of yours, I can't say I give much of a shit. Right now, in this moment, I am here. My boy is here. We got a happy little family. You're going to be tried for murder, Tremaine. Julius doesn't answer. He just watches in silence as the shriveled creature continues to slowly kill Bob.
I wonder if we might want to ask, why do you even want a son?
Yeah.
Life is unfair to you, so what? You kill a man over it?
Calls out the man of honor bullshit, doesn't it?
Yeah. And it shuts down the... No. Here's the Dr. Kelly option, but I'll save that for later. We haven't made any reference to sacrifices yet. Hang on, I want to go back. I think this is the next one I want to go with. What exactly happens after this is finished? Do you think it's just... No, where's the thing about the hunger? How do you know it'll stop with Bo? It sounds like it was hunting you before it found him. What happens when it gets hungry again?
I do not appreciate you all trying to pick this apart. Just sit there, stay quiet. We won't have trouble. Got it? Won't get the chance to go after Julius. I'm taking you in. Not if you hurry up and die.
Okay. This will be my backup option is... Yeah, you're allowed to say incel. Absolutely.
Why do you even want a kid? I think is the other one you touched on. Well, life is unfair to you, so you, what, kill a man over it?
I still think this one's good. What kind of man lets another man make his sacrifices for him?
Hell would you know about being a man? Grow a pair, then you tell me how you feel. You know, I'm a man, Julius, and I think you're a coward. Correction, Franklin, you're a pig. Not a man. Sold your soul for donuts and a shiny badge. You know, Julius, I actually think Petra might be onto something.
Yeah, I remember this.
It's about connection, you know? You're having a stranger make the connection that should be yours. No, I am not getting guilt-tripped into dying today. This is my one chance for things to go right in my life. Everybody else got their chances already. Don't I deserve mine? This far, I deserve to see my boy open his eyes for the first time. Bo squirms with discomfort. The baby is digging deeper.
So we've got a nerve there.
We have anything left to plug it?
I think this is where we go. And what exactly happens after this thing is finished? Do you think it's...
We already done. Is there really no way we could separate him from Bo? Maybe if we offered him something better.
I don't like that option because
Okay.
it makes Avery volunteer.
Okay.
And what exactly happens after it's finished? Do you think it's just going to be a normal kid?
You say that about them little premature babies they keep in the incubators? We don't know what he's going to look like, but that don't matter because he's my son and I love him. I know he'll get big and strong if he just gets himself enough food.
And... Okay.
Even if he doesn't change, he's kind of cute like this anyway. Definitely weird, but cute.
That's not helping.
Not
Avery.
helping, Avery.
This is where I want to go with. Okay.
Yeah.
Life is unfair to you, so what? You're willing to kill men over it?
I'm not killing anybody. I'm just standing here. It's not like I did a single thing to Bo. He trespassed on my property. Everyone knows not to do that. What happened to him is his problem. What about me? You shot me. Take a breath, asshole. Maybe you won't die so quick. Bo twitches, his skin blossoming with fresh bruises. The thing takes more of him. Why does your son have a name?
Well, hang on. I don't care about Franklin. My gut says I want to do this.
Yeah.
Why do you want a son?
Like I need to explain myself to you. Make a habit going around asking anybody where they had kids. What if I'm the one asking? Never thought you were the kind of guy who wanted a family. You seem to like being left alone, so... Why? Only because you're asking. It gives me something to live for. Somebody to do right for. Some hope that life goes on after I die. Same reason anybody has kids. Damn it, I don't know. I'm sorry, Julius. I should have talked to you more, or... I'm out here to visit. You did plenty, don't worry.
I don't think we're going to make this better. Let's try. Maybe if we let Dr. Kelly in here, she can help. She might be able to save Bo without killing your son.
I don't know if Julius is the one you have to convince. Baby is pretty freaked out right now. It's been getting worse since everybody started coming in. Trying to protect itself. That's right, my boy has excellent instincts for self-preservation. So unless he decides to let her come down here, we'd best leave it be.
I don't care about Franklin. I care less about the witch.
We're down to a couple of options.
Yeah.
I quite like, does your son have a name?
I want to try this. Is there really no way we could separate him from Bo? Maybe if he offered him something else?
This ain't a debate. Shut up or I'll shut your mouth. I don't know, Julius. I still think there's something we're missing. If Petra thinks so too, maybe it's worth talking about again. That's why I'm here in the first place, right? To come up with some other solution.
Thank you for backing my play.
You and I already decided this was best. That discussion was had and done with before anybody else showed up. The things under Bo's skin shift, writhing in an imitation of clenching muscle.
I'm just trying to see if any dialogues. Let's try Bo. Can you
Yeah.
hear me? Bo, can you hear me? You still with us?
Uh-huh. I'll get back in a moment. Worrying about me. I don't think it likes it when he talks. As things under his skin start moving, it looks painful. And everybody should stop asking him questions. Let him die easy.
I'm gonna try one more.
Oh, we have. It's so freaking good, Storykeeper. Also, hi, how you doing?
Hey. I don't want to call it a son. I really don't. And I don't care about Franklin. Do we just ask?
Yeah.
Can it talk?
It's talk.
Can it talk?
Probably a day old. Of course he can't talk yet. And it's making noises. So it kind of sounds like babbling, right? Like babies do. How about it, baby? You say mama? Baby makes a horrible sound that is not even remotely similar to mama. Bob seems in a bad way. His eyes are glazed, his jaw slack except for where the roots of the childlike thing holding it in place. His body cannot take much more.
All right, I think
We're out of options.
I think we're out of options. Fine. This is going to get nasty. I think I'm going to make a play for it, and it might wind up hurting Avery, but at least Bo's awake. We did stream it, yeah. Ducky, if you or Zalia have access to the VOD playlist of Slay the Princess, that would be brilliant. We also had which composer?
Brandon Boone.
Brandon Boone. We did an interview with him talking about the music, and he created a special long looped version of one of the tracks for me because I asked him very nicely. All right. That's it. That thing's gotta die, and if it has to be me that makes the action, then that's what my job. I'm not gonna save. I don't think there's any point.
Out, Bo looks like shit.
He does, but his eyes open.
This is worse than he was before, but let's see where we go. Because we've still got the other save, right?
We still got the other save.
Okay.
My gut says to save one more time, though. There we go. All right. Enough talking. The waiting brings you to your limit, and then it brings you past it. You move quickly, diving across the small room, scooping up the shears on the floor as you zero in on Bo, and the thing slowly eating its way through him. Hey! Hey! The shears come down on the thing, piercing its unnaturally soft chest. Bo's stolen blood pours out of its orifices in a thick sludge. Bo gasps as if it's him you've stabbed, the thick veins under his skin expanding, writhing.
No! You'll pay for this!
Don't care.
You whirl around to see his gun trained on you, your heart freezing in a split second of utter terror. Franklin stumbles forward, trying to reach for his gun, but because Franklin sucks ass, he is unable to stifle a cry of pain. Julius's attention is pulled away from you, towards the sorry sight of the cop, trying desperately to wield his pistol. Julius, we're not killing anybody. Give me the... The gun goes off. You dive to the floor, panicked, your ears ringing uncomfortably. No more shots follow. You open your eyes, readjusting to the gloom. Oh shit. No. No, not you, kid.
Yeah, he shoots Avery.
Avery is gasping on the ground near Bo. Their patterned shirt is stained with their own blood. Oh, what have I done? Where's the boy? Now you. He raises the gun to his head.
Content warning, folks. You know what's about to happen, so let's just take a pause here if you need to look away for a moment.
You'll have to do better than this. Whatever Avery was about to say is silenced. Julius pulls the trigger. Once again, the world feels quiet in the aftermath of the gunshot. Julius's body slumps against the wall, limp and dead, a bullet hole smoldering at his temple. Good fucking riddance.
Yeah. It makes you basically choose. You have to either let Bo die or you have to save Avery. And more importantly, that is not gonna live. Thank you.
The room's attention is drawn to the sound of a horrific, inhuman gurgling, punctuating the groans of human agony. It would seem that you did not quite manage to finish the job. Move it before it grabs him again. Catch it, oh, and live. Maybe he can help me.
Okay. Explore, what are you asking me to do? Explore, you don't know what it's like to be attached to it. It can be painful. Explore, isn't this a blood relatives thing? What if it doesn't take? I stabbed it. It's dying too. This won't save anything. But we can get the doctor to fix you. You might not even be dying. But why? How are you sure this won't kill Bo too?
We seem to have got a lot more options this time around.
Yeah, and this is where I'm saving again. It's not a blood relatives thing because Bo's not a blood relative of Julia's.
No.
Yeah, I'm probably in the Avery. I'm so sorry, but this thing has to die.
I also no way you don't deserve to die like that.
I like that too. But these are explorers.
Yeah.
I like this. The Callaways and the Tremaines are related? Oh. Back up in the history? Okay. I like this option.
Why?
Why, Avery?
I want it to live. Please. It doesn't need to die.
Well, we didn't keep Reese alive, did we?
No, we did. Reese is alive. His mom's alive.
I thought...
No, Reese is very alive.
Okay.
Reese was regenerating. I think.
I can't remember. Didn't Tabitha come in and shoot it
and he was stitching his skull back together.
And then we burned it. And then we burned him.
Possible that yes, in fact, Reese is.
No, we locked him.
Reese up. If we give this thing to Avery and it kills Avery in growing,
check the book icon. Okay, good call.
But conversely, if we give this thing to Avery and it keeps him alive.
Hang on a second. Before Reese could be dealt with, Tabitha shot him. Before he could heal, we sedated him and dragged him into the clinic's safe room. Okay. I'm going to try one more Explorer option. We can get the doctor to fix you. You might not be dying.
No. Please let it be for something.
I can't say no to that.
Please hurry. Oh God.
About, I don't like this, but if it's really what you want.
Yeah.
I don't like this, but if it's what you want.
You don't know what's going to happen. We should wait for medical personnel.
Oh, you shut up, Franklin.
Please fall on deaf ears. Across the room, kneeling next to Avery and Bo and the wounded thing. Avery starts unbuttoning their shirt, the movement clearly painful. Their face twisting with every undone button, but they push through, they bear their wound, black eyes resting on the creature, to be in as much pain as they are. Its breath is ragged, and Bo's blood is trickling from its white mouth. You have to help me coax him. Doesn't seem like it will be difficult. The thing has already noticed the smell of fresh blood, its tendrils shifting under Bo's skin, its bulbous head turning towards Avery, to stare with sightless eyes at the inviting wound.
Ugh.
Sincerely, fuck this option. You have to do is give it a nudge. Like a dog waiting for a command from its master, it peels itself away from Bo, releasing his drained body in favor of its new host.
But it's what Avery wanted.
Avery cries out, heaving, stuttering gasps of pain as the tendrils slide into the open wound, winding their way beneath their skin. Bo twitches too, seizing as he's released, the two of them becoming a chorus of shock as the weak body of the creature coils itself around Avery, clinging desperately, sealing its weeping gash against theirs. Avery's breaths become even, their eyelids slide closed. Their heart continues to beat as they slip into unconsciousness, and the creature too seems to sigh in relief. Panic fades, and its protective vines slacken. A sliver of light is visible beyond the doorway, where before it had sealed itself away. Faucet in the corner of the room, finally unclogged, bursts to life. Water pours out onto the dirt floor.
I don't like that option. I well and truly don't, but I'm gonna honor the wish of the person who was the friend of this man for whom this was the most important thing in the world.
There is also a certain narrative element to it.
And it did say something about saving some lives.
There's also a narrative element to all of this, which is Avery walked into a room where a man they know was being fed on to death by a baby and helped. Julius is a piece of shit incel who had no idea that he'd screwed up until he shot the one person in town who could stand him. Avery knows they fucked up.
Yeah.
I hate it too. Somebody help. Call doctor. Doc, you still up there? Room's clear. Your hands are wet. The water is spreading, pooling around you, making the floor slippery with mud. Doc Kelly rushes down the now unblocked stairs, her eyes wide with horror, seen in the basement.
Yeah, but if anybody's gonna want to care for a freaky monster baby, it's the doctor who's been drugging the son.
Yeah.
Right? And maybe there's some sort of symbiosis. Maybe Avery will live. Who knows? Because now the baby's calm.
Also, now the baby's mostly fed.
What the hell happened down here? Bo? Bo, can you hear me?
Am I getting the checkup? I've been shot as well, ma'am. The Danik hit Avery too. He's hospital.
Shot doesn't begin to describe it. I need to make some calls. Everybody stay with me. Okay. Dialogue options. Hey, Avery's still alive.
Yeah.
And so's the baby.
Avery is slightly more alive than he was in the other save at this point. They were, pardon me, I think.
Then let's run with it. Hey, the basement's flooding, and I'm the only one paying attention. Let's get out of here fast before it floods. Am I hallucinating? Do you guys see the water? Cry quietly in the corner, or let the water take you. Honestly, crying quietly in the corner sounds pretty good right about now.
That was maybe the least pleasant scene in this entire game.
Yeah, I think crying quietly in the corner is going to be the very thematic choice made here.
You sob quietly to yourself, bringing your knees to your chest. The water keeps on rising. The other people in the room look concerned, but their voices are distant, like they're talking from behind a wall, and their movements are slow, as if they're already underwater. And then the flood takes you.
And this is the perfect place
to take an ad break.
To take our ad break. So I'm going to save the game here. We're going to run forward with this. And then we'll see what happens with the freaky flashback. This is why at least 2 people are the minimum for first aid. And somebody call for help while the doctor triages. Yeah, exactly. You hold this. You get a phone. Right? Exactly. All right, folks. This is the midpoint of the stream. We've replayed the scene with what looks to be a slightly better outcome. We don't know. We'll find out. But let's take our ad break here. If you haven't had a wiggle or a stretch or a sip of water since you've joined us... I've had raspberries, but not water. Damn it, Jim. This is your cue to do so. Perhaps somebody in your household needs a snack, or you need to attend to a medication. We will put Twiglet up on the ad break screen for you all, so that we can see the lovely lad. But go ahead and take yourself a break. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. get my headphones back on. I've saved the game now. Once again. So we're on page 14 now. There's a big gap here. That's our previous playthrough. So we're on here now, and that's okay. Malevolent Series 2 starts today. Oh, nice. Fantastic. All right. And there's a new NAD pod as well.
Gangs of you, Galadarion.
Malevolent Series 2. Wait a minute. Did they announce today that Malevolent Series 2 is starting today?
Because if they did...
If they did, maybe check again tomorrow. Just saying. Kind of like the one episode season premiere and season finale of Dimension 20's D20,
Dimension 20 on the bus.
D20 on a bus.
Hello, my people.
All right.
Oh, first episode. Cool.
Okay, I'm going to have to look that up really quick. So sorry. Season 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember correctly, the same dude did a 8-episode staggeringly nasty sci-fi horror series I really liked, whose title completely escapes me.
Very well. All right. We have returned to Freaky. You might want the music.
You know what?
You can probably get the music now. We've returned to Drowning.
My butt.
Don't roll your butt. You
The
could.
Blazer, that's it. Great show.
All right. And then the flood takes you. And then it gets weird.
You feel like you're choking. There's water in your lungs, or there should be. Your ears are filled with the sound of a rushing current.
It's cold and dark, and there are people screaming somewhere. Oof. Yeah, let's have a just quick flash up of the content notes again, everybody. Things are about to get...
Shit's about to get fucked up.
Things are about to get surrealist, I think. A lot of people. There are bodies in the water with you. They are all dead. 1,000 corpses, 1,000 homes, all torn to pieces.
Blood recedes. It hasn't happened yet.
You are the mother of a daughter, and your daughter has told you about her terrible dream. It's going to kill everyone. His eyeball.
Very upsetting.
You are not the one who had the vision. Not yet. It has only been described to you by the daughter you've been teaching, as your mother taught you.
You're the only one who can stop it, Mother. But you won't be strong enough.
The sound effect of the moving pose is a great way to make it creepy.
It also sounds like a crank handle being turned.
It
or
does.
A cog counting down.
Her words are heavy. Ooh. How can you be sure? Oh, look. Are these threads of fate that we're cutting? How can you be sure? Maybe it's only a dream. The village is doomed, then. Or, of course I'll stop it. Don't worry so much, daughter.
I'm in favor of that last one.
Lying?
We don't know from this position in history that we're lying. How can you be sure gives us room to talk?
Yeah. How can you be sure? Maybe it's only a dream.
A skull, or is it just me?
I can't see. It's not a dream. You know, I've seen things before, and they've always been true. Take my power, Mother. I give it willingly. It's the only path that leads to anything but death. Now we only have two choices. They would live, but you'd die. Or forget this, I'll take care of things like I always do.
We have been punished is the wrong word. We have reached the whirlwind of denying other people agency throughout this part.
I'll take care of things like I always do is the line Tabitha uses.
I'll take care of things like I always do. Yeah.
They would live, but you die. It's not death, Mother. It's a return. And what's one life against 1,000? Your daughter is confident. She has already decided this is what has to happen. Accept.
Oh my God.
And take your daughter back, or reject and let 1,000 die. Again, much like what we did with Avery, I'm honoring wishes.
Yeah.
Okay. Accept and take your daughter back.
You accept your daughter's decision. She is not the child she once was, and there is a confidence in it. You have no choice but to respect.
That's not a child's hand, is it really?
Nope. That's an old lady hand. You take her back. Her power becomes yours. Blood does not come. The village is saved. And no one ever knows the sacrifice that was made for their lives. Is she artificial?
No.
No one but you.
Years have passed. You outlive everyone you used to know. You move on. You meet new people. You start a new life. Interesting. So now we have, look at the change in technology. Now we have castle walls. We have a church.
Yeah.
This is the history of
Scarlet Hollow.
or of an immortal being. Right. I'm gonna save again. That was our daughter Spock. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few or the one, right? Exactly.
Ooh, Brandon. Nicely done.
Well done. You have another daughter. Hairstyles changed. This time the vision is yours. The piece of your first daughter that lives in you shows you what is coming. Rotting bodies in the streets, the smell of sickness on the wind, church bells ringing for an endless parade of funerals. An entire city whose gates will never reopen. Everyone inside the walls falling to the curse of the plague.
Got an idea about where we are in history, don't you?
Yep, there we go. You are among their number, your body no longer strong enough to heal even itself. You are not enough to stop it. Not as you are. There was another path, a narrow thread. If you were stronger, you could tug at it and unravel the tapestry of the future. Oh, man. I love how the artist mannequins meet it isn't gory, but it's somehow creepy. Yeah, exactly. The sound again. Mother, what's wrong? Your daughter will never be as strong as you are, not after what you had to do. She still carries in her some strength. Enough. Oh. No, we're doing this. Explain it to her as it was explained to you. You tell her what's coming. You explain what she has to give up, what you both have to give up. You love your daughter after all. You will miss her as you miss your first daughter. She is angry. Even when you try to explain that she will be a part of you and that she won't die, she cries and cries and she tries to run from you. Fate is attempting to cut its loose thread.
Oh my god.
Wow. The entire city rests on this decision. Stop her from leaving or let her go and give up the city. Ouch. I'm of the opinion that you have to give agency to the one who's making the sacrifice.
Yep.
And if the daughter says no, then let her go.
We're going to give up on the city.
I have a save before this one, so let her go. Your daughter leaves you. You resign yourself to the future. She's one of the first to die. The streets flood with disease and the bodies are buried, then burned, then left in heaps on the streets until no one is left to remember any of their names. That's not how it happened. Oh dear.
Oh god.
I said slay the princess fuckery. Oh, but we don't get agency, do we? We can't cause a paradox.
No.
This has already been decided. We're replaying it. The entire city rests on this decision. Stop her from leaving. Yeah, we don't get to change anything. I both love and loathe this technique because it gives the player the illusion of agency, but what it's really doing is making them complicit in the decision because you can't change it, but you have to be the one who actually clicks the button. You do not let your daughter run from you.
We look healthier.
Yeah, kind of terrifying that. No plague comes. The city never knows what it would have been, that it would have been a ruin. But there is an unhappiness in you. She didn't understand, and what you took of her is angry, confused, restless. What are they called? Quantum points or locked points? Yeah, fixed points. Things that have to happen like Pompeii. I haven't watched Doctor Who. Exactly. You will still have to carry that with you. It is part of the burden of what you are. Okay. So this is about the costs of those choices and how they accumulate. Though no one knows the depths of what you have done over the years, you have not escaped notice. Okay? Now look where we're sitting. Fancy hair, nicer surroundings. You find yourself in a capital, in a place whose name has changed too many times to count, too many times to keep track of. A war is brewing. The eyes of those who hold fate in their hands are on you, their lips asking which threads to pull and which to cut. And the tapestry is once again revealed to you. The war rages and it never stops raging, bleeding that spans generations, children born to die, decades of pain that leave a raw wound on the world. Looking at the technology, I'm kind of guessing Napoleonic, maybe.
We also look like
based on the hairstyle, yeah. Or it ends before it begins. The few die for the sake of the many. You can guide powerful hands to crush those that need crushing. You only had more power of your own. God, this is the slippery slope of power. You call your daughter to you. Oh my God.
The last one of these is going to be Tabitha.
This is what's going on
Kanika.
over and over and over and over again.
Fucking daughters, George.
This is what Sybil did to Kanika.
Yep.
Good God. You raise them differently these days. That his quiet left by the reluctant daughter taught you a permanent lesson. They don't need convincing anymore. They are ready to return to you whenever you need them. Well, I'm going to try and behave, and it's not going to work, but this way we'll get to see both sets of lovely animations.
Belligerent niceness.
I'm going to save here. I want to let her be free and plunge the land into generations of war. It's not going to work. You have a change of heart. It has to end sometime. You let her go. Hundreds of thousands suffer. Countless lives are cut short. Biglet has turned around for the webcam. There we go. We need a little bit of levity. Your daughter is among them. Even in her privileged place by your side, the war reaches her and both of you burn along with everyone else. You saved her for nothing. But of course, that's not how it happened. That's what that snip is. You're cutting the daughter's thread. This daughter joins her sisters easily, as she has been trained to do. You were the only one who will remember her sacrifice. And her name. A small rebellion is crushed before it becomes a revolution. The people in power are happy. You leave. You don't want to see any more visions of war. You set your sights on a place where there are no kings. Complicit.
Context. It's what's for dinner.
Missing a hashtag. And yet, even an ocean away, power finds you. A man with aspirations. Anyone can hold power here, you have discovered. They are vicious enough to want it. That man is Andrew Jackson. 100%. Guarantee it. The hunger in him senses the power in you, and for a time, you humor him. You allow him to give you a life of comfort, you and your daughter. You don't see a future where he ever grows more powerful than you can manage. Not until the vision comes. A war like none the world has witnessed. A fledgling nation devoured in the nest. A man who sits on the throne where none was meant to be. The world under his cruel fist, bowing to its crushing weight.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, the timing of this is, The very ocean stained red by his influence. He is already on his way, you realize, too late. You have been too close to him to see it. Your choices have already narrowed. The war is coming whether you strike now or not, the loose thread sticking out from a mass of blood, with you too weak to grasp it. Tired Ben Affleck smoking gif. Yeah, absolutely. If you have a daughter, you always have a daughter until you don't.
There's the Bioshock. There's always a man. There's always a lighthouse.
It's time to rest. Aren't you tired? Or take her back and erase the man before his name can mean anything. Music is... Now we have 2 voices. The number of voices is growing
He's
as the
so
number of
fucking
dead
good.
dogs. Brandon!
He's so... Brandon, you are
Brandon, you're
so
amazing.
fucking good.
I'm gonna try. It's time to rest. Aren't you tired?
Of course you are.
But the world needs you. You can't let it end like this. The part of you that is your first daughter can't let you. Take your daughter back and erase the man before his name can mean anything. She joins her sisters, as is her destiny, and you remove him from the world. The hole where he was is filled by lesser men, none of whom remember whose shoes they're stepping into, and none of whom can hope to command the way he would have. As a Civil War cavalry buglehorn. Blood is spilled. Less blood. You still feel every drop. So that wasn't Andrew Jackson. That's whoever vacated and Andrew Jackson slid into his place.
And we are now fully
younger
flushed.
and younger and younger. You hide yourself away from the world. You and your daughter. The visions still find you, but here they are small. The decisions simple. You make them all the same, helping where you can. A storm halted, conflict settled. Until one day, when you are shown a dark pit. Splintering wood, debris trapping everyone inside, bodies burning as the very rock catches fire. Children screaming as their flesh bubbles, then silence as lungs fill with smoke. You know the choice that lies in front of you. The mine collapse, correct?
Yeah.
I want to do it. I'm trying. I'm fighting. Not this time. You take your daughter's hand and you look in her eyes. They're green, like yours. You don't want to do it this time. You stare out over the hills together as a plume of smoke rises into the air. You can't hear the screams from here. You assume you will die one day like anyone else. After all, you are long past due. Maybe you'll be lucky enough to know your grandchildren before you go. Then the man comes, and with him, a vision.
Enoch?
So we were allowed to let the mine collapse?
Apparently.
Interesting. He has already decided. He is bringing something here, something ravenous that doesn't belong, but that has been pressing at the edges of your world, trying to find a way in. Has its way now, whether you help him or not. cultists played with Cthulhu. The mine did collapse, yeah. I'm curious how the other option would go, or if you have a change of heart, because you need your daughter to be alive for this.
I'm guessing it's a reversal. You do the other one, and you're not given that choice.
Maybe. More of the thread you followed comes into focus, and for the first time, you follow it beyond your death. Disaster after disaster, crisis after crisis, thousands of years of little cuts that you weren't there to mend. On and on it goes, longer than you can even hope to follow, its toll eternal and incalculable. There is a new thread, too. You are patient enough. You are strong enough when the moment finally comes. You do everything right. You can devour this thing that sits outside the world. And it will give you so much power that you will never have to take back a daughter again. And there's the devil's bargain.
Yep.
There's the crux. Instead of continuing to bear the personal sacrifice over and over and over again, this person is taking a bet. They're rolling the dice. If I can wait, if I play the cards right, if I get a nat 20, I can eat the thing.
That's on green.
If I can bet on green. You could fix as many things as you'd care to fix. Floods. Plagues. Wars. Kings. Isn't that the statue in the town?
I'm starting to wonder about that.
Ooh, look at the perspective.
Yeah, we're curious about that ourselves, Storykeeper.
It doesn't matter. It's just something.
It's just a bad thing.
Some supernatural thing. You look into her green eyes, so much like yours. You can't. Or... I prefer to refer to it as a cosmic horror entity because that man doesn't need his name spoken.
Nope.
I'm saving. Yeah. So our choice, we'll see which one was actually done. It sounds like I want to say this.
You can't.
Well, because I'm not sure this is what happened.
So go with the top one.
You can't.
But you did.
But you did. Oh. Yeah, this shifting perspective. I'm wondering if it's like the overlay of multiple women's faces. Take her back and summon the entity into the world. You welcome her back, as you have with every daughter before her, and you help the man. So this is Enoch. Yeah, we're closer now. Maybe we remember better. It's a great way of thinking about it. He's arrogant. He cheats the thing from another world in every way he can. He wastes your time. There will have to be more daughters before the day comes that this will be over. But days and daughters come and go, and you are very patient. You have to be, if you're to stop the hurt that would scar our world without you there to guide it.
Oh,
Hubris! My God! And now you're here, on the cusp of the end. The final daughter. That's Kanika. She doesn't have green eyes. You? What are you doing here? Are you real? I'm saving? Oh my God!
Save it. Save.
No, it doesn't matter. I don't care if you're dream or not. I've already made my decision anyway. Don't bother trying to talk me out of it. Finally, have a real purpose. Now that I know that purpose has always been, I can't go back. Or it would hang over me for the rest of my very stupid, very small life. Okay, here we go.
Wow.
Oh my God!
Jesus, are we about to lose her and Avery and maybe Bo?
I understand. So here's the explore options. I forgot you. I can't believe it. All day. It's like you just didn't exist. What decision? How do we know any of this really happened? What exactly is she trying to prevent? Do you even know? Options. You don't have to do this, Kanika. Thanks for saving us. Thank you for saving us. You're doing the right thing, Kanika. Your whole life has all come down to this moment. I'm sorry it's come to this, but we both know how important this is.
Fuck all of this.
I understand it has to be done. Oh my God. I want to do this. I'm hoping the explore options are like previous explore. I can do most of them. Yeah, that we have the family tree of upstairs. I forgot you. I can't believe it. All day, it's like you just didn't exist. That's okay. It's part of all this. Soon enough, you can go back to forgetting, and it'll be like all this never happened. You won't even know to be upset about it. Yeah, you have to work to get to the explorers. What exactly is she trying to prevent? Do you even know? That thing Enoch brought, whatever it is. Breaking out, causing havoc, and all those disasters my mom would be able to stop if she takes its power for herself. I'm so much smaller than all of that. But in this moment, I can be what stops it. I can be big enough, my life can be meaningful. The least Kanika-esque hairstyle I've seen you wear.
Yeah.
Do you really feel like you have to sacrifice yourself for your life to have meaning, Kanika? Working at a shitty little general store in a dying town? Yeah, I would call that pretty meaningless. How do we even know any of that really happened? Not all you want, but I'm not taking that chance. Because if I turn back now, I'll know everything my mom could have stopped will be my fault. I'm out of explore options.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
We're going to lose them both. We've got one option, which is don't do it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just going to say you don't have to do this, Kanika. You don't have to do this, Kanika. Yes, I do. You saw what's going to happen if I don't. What am I supposed to do? Go back to my normal life after this? Knowing how many people are going to suffer through the generations because I was too selfish to save them?
Yes.
How can I even live with myself? Well, we'll start with therapy.
Yeah.
And we'll unpack all the programming your mother has had centuries to perfect and practice on you. Here's my options. So what? You're just going to throw your life away because someone else is asking you to? Why do you think yours is less important than anyone else's? Aren't you a skeptic? Why accept her deal on blind faith when you haven't had the chance to see how things actually play out? The same way any of us do. You're not solely responsible for the fate of the world. And neither is she. It's my favorite so far. She doesn't see you as a person. She hasn't seen anyone as a person in a long time. You can't trust her to make human decisions when she's no longer human.
Ouch.
That one's gonna trigger.
My instinct is skeptical the same way any of us do.
Yeah, that last one's too harsh. She's gonna push back against
And my
it.
instinct is the same way any of us do.
This is the one my instinct
Yeah.
says.
Because she's going to respond to "Aren't you a skeptic?" with "She made me a believer."
Yeah. Same way any of us do. You're not solely responsible for the fate of the world. And neither is she. Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean I should only ever make choices that benefit me. Sometimes people have to make decisions that hurt them in order to do the most good. I mean, Avery just did. People have to pay taxes or donate kidneys or, things that aren't pleasant, but that help people and make the world work. Yes, those things are not death.
What you're talking about
I'm
is being a supernatural
happy to
suicide
do
bomb.
this. I am. Stop trying to convince me I'm not. Honey, if you were happy to do this, I wouldn't be able to rattle you. Yeah. So we have some similar choices to before, and then we have erasing yourself from existence isn't exactly the same as paying taxes, Kanika. You don't even know if she's telling you the truth. You're so busy making excuses for what she wants you to do, you're not letting yourself feel what you actually feel. What if you let her erase you from existence and no one is saved? Would you regret it? What if you have value outside of what you do for other people? What if you deserve to live? Ouch!
Okay, first of all, fuck you.
Ouch, 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 ouch.
I actually kind of like that one. It's very harsh.
I like all of these later for erasing yourself from existence. I like this one because it's contiguous to the conversation.
Yeah, me too.
Erasing yourself from existence isn't the same as paying taxes, Kanika. You don't even know if she's telling you the truth. It's a stupid example, fine, but she's not lying to me. I know she's not. Even if she lied to me my entire life up until now. It was all because she knew this would be important, and she had to make sure I was in the right place and in the right mindset to do what had to be done. And I couldn't know about it beforehand. Of course not. Look at her body posture.
Yeah.
It's getting worse and worse. No, I can't. Oh.
You fucking...
Look at the webs. Look at the lions. I'm gonna hit the snooze on the ad break. Yeah, very serious entangling webs. Quiet, dear. There's no need to let Petra talk you in circles. You already know the right answer, remember? I don't know anymore. Petra, you have no idea the kind of danger you're putting yourself in by being here. You think you're doing the right thing, but all you're doing is dooming countless lives, starting with yours.
I hit the text box for a second. Yeah.
She's not even corporeal. Tabitha, too. I'm sure you've noticed how stressed she's been. She carries an incredible weight on her shoulders, but she can finally be free if you let me do what needs doing. What have you been putting in her tea, Sybil? Kanika can't save you on her own, but I can. I'm only able to tell you so much, but I tried to show you what I could. I'd hoped you would be able to trust me by now, for your sake. This is the only way your story gets a happy ending.
Oh, lady, our story isn't getting a happy ending, and it hasn't been for a while.
When Tabitha failed to step up and I took that damage, I'm like, no, okay, Doomed Martyr playthrough, got it. All right, a whole lot of explore options.
Jesus Christ.
So, it's her life or mine? Is that what you're saying? Sybil, I don't feel super good about doing this. Wayne is already going to take care of me. I don't need your help. Why can't you just be direct? Why all this mystery? And what's supposed to happen to Miles after all of this? Are you going to just abandon him? Did you know I was going to wind up here? Doesn't this throw a wrench into your plans? Why should I trust you after everything that just happened with Julius? And then the decisions are let her finish what she started or grab Kanika and pull her free.
With the strength trait that is possible.
We don't have the strength trait. All right, folks. I feel like this is an
very
awful,
good place to stop.
Excellent place to stop for the night. Yeah. Lots of things to explore here. Lots and lots. This is a very good place to stop. And look, and just that screenshot is haunting. Absolutely haunting.
Also, kind of love that Kanika's got a little bit of a redesign between episodes.
Her hair's in a very different style. I'm gonna save the game. And people are saying, no, you should finish. Okay, we're very close to the chapter end. At that point then, folks, 1, we're gonna run a little late, and 2, we're gonna pause here for an ad break, okay? So this seems to be the end of the chapter.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah. Okay. So let's take 3 minutes. Final stretch and wiggle. And we were at the point to start throwing punches if we didn't get clear answers. Yeah. One of my first options is going to be, why can't you just be direct? So let's take that ad break and we'll be right back. tell you what, next time I'm absolutely not drinking the tea. All right, let's go through these. I'm going to start with... So it's her life or mine, is that what you're saying? That is a very distinct possibility, yes. Though any harm visited upon you won't come from me. So walking, talking, supernatural example of the sunken cost fallacy. Yeah, 100%. Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Absolutely, it does.
You're in danger. I'm sure you can feel that. And I make a powerful ally. Believe me when I say I understand the burden that's been placed on
Oh,
you.
go fuck yourself.
Wayne is already going to take care of me. I don't need your help. Sybil flashes you a pitying look. You poor dear. Do you really feel like he's the only one you can turn to? You think I've been manipulating you, yet that man somehow managed to earn your loyalty just because he's been kind?
Well, he didn't.
Kindness is easy when you're free to lie. Truth is what's hard.
Oh, you are irrevocably broken, lady.
I'm giving you the truth now. You call this truth? It's the closest I can get to it, yes. And what's supposed to happen to Miles after all this? Are you going to abandon him or something? Of course not. You think I haven't had other children in the past? Just become something else to them. Someone who still loves them. He won't be alone. He'll still have the both of us, just in a different way than he used to. The question you should be asking yourself is what will happen if you stop this from finishing? Do you think Miles will be better off with a broken family? A town where everyone stays trapped? Let him be free to have a future, Petra. And why should I trust you after everything that just happened with Julius?
That's a good one.
Oh, the baby? The one he was supposed to keep incubating until the pumpkin had shriveled in the field. I gave very clear instructions, Called it. It isn't my fault that the Callaways decided it was their property, that he decided to hatch it while it was still hungry. I saw the possibility, I won't lie to you about that. But I see many possibilities. It was just as likely that the baby would consume him before anyone was the wiser, or that the pumpkin would be taken to the fair, and the thing inside it would die, where no one could see it suffering. Sometimes, Petra, pain is unavoidable. Julius wanted a fix for everything that had gone wrong for him over the decades of his life. He couldn't provide that, not after who he had decided to become. It was already too late to stop those consequences from reaching him. What you're doing now is inviting a future with more pain. Please let me choose the kindest path instead. Maybe aunt, given the history of aunts and sisters. Why can't you just be direct? Why all this mystery? Those are the rules.
Again, go fuck yourself.
Every bargain has its rules. What about this bargain? What rules am I agreeing to? This isn't a bargain. I was always going to help you. After all, I intend to break the structures that have been holding everyone in place. I have no interest in building a new prison.
That's a good spot, Grim.
Kindness is easy when you're free to lie. Also, Sybil, let me choose the kinder path. Right?
Ozzy, what's the tiny spoiler about an alternate route to this point?
Did you know I was going to wind up here? Doesn't this throw a wrench into your plans? I did see this possibility. No, inevitability, I suppose. I'd hoped it would all be over before you could find me. I know it can be unpleasant to watch. I'd hope to spare you, even if I knew in my heart that all the worthwhile roads for you to walk would bring you right before I could finish my work. If you have mystics, Sybil will give you a real offer. Interesting. But your being here only throws a wrench into things if you're unable to grasp the weight of what you're about to do. So ask as many questions as you need to. Explore all the avenues. I will answer until you understand.
Well, here we are.
Sybil, I don't feel good about this. I know how unpalatable this feels, Petra. But pull back the curtain and it's a far kinder choice than anything you've been party to this week.
You just watched a man shoot himself in the face.
I just watched a man commit suicide. You sure about that? How does a gentle exit compare to locking Reese Kelly away in that tiny little room for the rest of his life? You think he'll ever be well enough to leave? Unlike Duke, who left behind a widow and a son to mourn him, Kanika's memory will be but a passing breeze. There won't be anyone to hurt from her loss. Even you'll forget her as soon as she's gone. The burden of remembering her is mine. Mine alone. Oh yeah, she knows all the emotional manipulation tricks. Trust her as far as I can throw her.
Hate every second.
You courageously chose to free Charlie's spirit from the library at the cost of so many of your own years. Have you ever stopped to wonder how many people you haven't been able to help because of your body's frailty? How long do you think Avery Bell can last with that thing attached to them? I don't think you've made any wrong choices, Petra. Enoch's legacy has simply stacked the deck against you. My daughter is one person, and she won't even die in the traditional sense of the word. She'll be here with me and her sisters. We'll be gentle, like stepping into a pool. All of these lingering threads left by your decisions can still be mended. You let her help me. I let her help me. That implies I have a lot more power in this situation than she wants me to know.
Choices we have remaining do not suggest that at all.
So, I can grab her and pull her free. Here's the point we've reached. Let her finish what she started. I understand perfectly what you're asking, but I would never agree this stops now, or grab Kanika and pull her free. I think if I grab Kanika and pull her free, I'm not going to be successful. Oh.
If we let her finish what she started, then
we're going to have a very powerful ally for the endgame. And Kanika's gone. If I say no, I don't agree, Kanika's not even... I'm not going to have any more allies than I may have enemies.
It's no-win scenario.
It's absolutely a no-win scenario.
I hate that.
I do too, but that woman has corrupted herself over centuries and has convinced herself over and over and over again that the lives of her children don't matter more than the, quote, good she can do, unquote.
Yeah, we're going for the middle choice, aren't we?
Pretty sure I'm going to say this stops now.
No, okay. It's not going to.
Well, the other thing we could try is I could grab her and pull her free. Think of Reese and Stella, right? They're... And even on my big be the biggest asshole possible, I did not let her finish.
Oh, letting her finish was never an option.
No.
The thing I am struggling with at the moment is this game is, at the moment, feeling to me a lot like the living embodiment of that Picard quote about it is possible to do everything right and still lose.
Yep.
And it is a really, really hard pill to swallow to lose between 2 and 3 close NPCs for doing the right thing.
Okay. I'm going to continue to point out that neither Bo nor Avery are dead. They're not dead.
Okay.
They're both still alive. Now, what shape of alive we're all going to be in at the end of this is a question that's going to make a therapist's career.
Stuck to our lungs.
Right? I think we need to say, I think this is the only ethical thing you can do. I understand perfectly what you're asking, Sybil, but I would never agree. This stops now. You reach forward, grabbing Kanika by the arm and doing your best to wrench her free from her mother's grasp. She's all but given up, her wrist limp in your grasp, her eyes dim and resigned. You pull as hard as you can, expending more effort on this action than you have in any one movement in your life. But I am neither strong and I am aged. It's not going to be successful, but I'm trying. But effort alone is not enough. Your body is weaker than it used to be, and the witch is stronger. Why do you care so much about what happens to me? It's better if I go. Oh. Kanika is pulled away from you, and the dream floods back in. I might try just the grab and pull. You okay?
I'm unhappy.
I understand. For a second, you struggle to remember why you were here. There's a weight in your chest, an emotion unmoored from its source. Your heart is beating fast. You were looking for someone, or maybe you found them, but... Oh, that's right. You were trying to find Carmilla.
The fuck?
I just got an accomplishment and I missed it. Petra, I'm so glad you were able to find your way here. I was worried everyone had forgotten about me. I don't know how long I've been stuck here. I hope it's not too late. We need to get back to town. We have to help Stella and Tabitha and everyone else. But before that... She wraps her arms around you, pulling you into a hug. She smells like herbal smoke and pine needles with a vaguest undercurrent of coconuts. There's a comfort in the smell. It reminds you of something, and when she pulls away, you find yourself missing it, wishing you could keep chasing those half-forgotten dreams. But they're only dreams. Thank you, Petra, for caring enough to come and save me. Of course you cared, after the two of you spent all day yesterday looking for Stella together. Even though you've only known each other a scant few days, it was only right that you come looking for her when she needed your help. Interesting.
Yeah, that's Sybil's hair.
I don't know what I would have done without you. Now let's get out of here before we both get sucked back into the dream. What did I come to save you from? This place. It took me out of the world, trying to isolate me, to erase me. Was there someone else here? Those figures, the one that were dancing around through the illusions? All of this is meant to confuse us. Don't let it make you doubt reality. You and I are alone here. Everything else is a dream. How do we leave? Take my hand. Her hand finds yours, her grip light and delicate. Now that we're together, the illusions can't hold us here anymore. Let's go home. She tugs gently and the world shifts nauseatingly around you. Feels like you're being buoyed upwards, ascending rapidly, the dream rushing away like water down a drain until finally you surface. You're outside. It's raining. You have no idea where you are. Tulip! Janie!
Whomst and whomst?
That's the preacher. Ugh. I'm just going to try this real quick.
Yeah.
I'm just going to, instead of saying I'm not agreeing, I'm just going to grab her and pull. You've already made up your mind. You reach forward, grabbing Kanika by the arm and doing your best to wrench her free from her mother's grasp. Effort is not enough. Nope. It's not successful. Oh, I hate that!